Hey folks, good morning, good evening. This is yours truly, coming, to you live from the Panuka Farm, seedling, nursery with, different kinds of, seedlings here. Like we always say, the nursery is the nerve center, of a farming, enterprise, especially one that is into, horticulture farming. Um, because if the nursery the heartbeat is not beating, it means somewhere in the field, along the way, you will have production challenges and inconsistencies. So we call this the nerve center. Keep it alive, and that obviously is a key factor in production consistency. So today I just want to address the issue of whether you should do your own, seedling, nursery, or should you look at just, buying from, you know, uh, a renowned, seedling, outlet. I think within the agriculture, value chain, running a nursery can actually be a business on, on its own. It's not everyone who needs to be into, primary, production. So just want to make sure that that is very clear, because sometimes people think agriculture is all about primary production like we do. There's a lot of other things that you can actually do within the agricultural value chain, on inputs, logistics, and the like. So anyway, in our case, something that actually forced us to go the seedling nursery route is that we had issues around reliability of our nursery supplier, and this was on quite a number of fronts. One is just the quality. Sometimes what we get is not what we ordered, but then we thought this is the same variety. But sometimes it's actually not very easy for you to verify whether what you got is exactly what you wanted. So that's one of the reasons that actually forced us to start doing our own nursery, so that we know what we plant. Yeah. But then the second issue is just around the consistency. For example, the iceberg lettuce, we actually do require to plant around 5,000 every week in this nursery, and so we want to make sure that there's that assurance on consistency, and that's the more reason we cannot gamble to deal with a supplier who will give us excuses. So what we basically did is what is called backward integration, where we become our own supplier for one of our inputs, which is seedlings. And if you check out, there's quite a lot of advantages and disadvantages with that. Obviously, running a nursery, you need to have the expertise. Otherwise, if you get it wrong on the nursery, once you take this product out there, it might actually affect the overall, production. So you need expertise. It's not something that you just do out of, impulse, kind of knee-jerk, reaction. So take note of, that, aspect. So this is the planting medium, that we use, and the kind of, trays. These have 200, holes, and so far we've had very good production, and you can actually see the quality of seedlings that actually come out of our nursery. This is iceberg lettuce. We plant quite a lot of iceberg lettuce every week, close to about 5,000 weekly. And here we've got some tomato seedlings. This is just a one-off production that we do to try and hedge against the price of tomatoes in January. And then here, this is English cucumber seedlings. I think this is enough for about three greenhouses. And then there's many more other seedlings. This is young seedlings for iceberg lettuce, just kind of coming up now. And you can see the production quite very good. These are much older seedlings for iceberg lettuce. Again, you will note that we do this, in the quest for, production consistency, and so we need to have different, seedlings at different, levels, of growth. That is basically how you easily, assess, production consistency. When you get into a nursery, we need to be able to see, seedlings at different, levels of growth. Like we always say, consistency is the game changer in horticulture farming. So you've got to take care of that. So there you have it. If you really want to know what you plant, and then you also want some certainty around when to plant, then you probably need to look at investing in internal expertise to do your own, seedling, nursery. But like we indicated, take note that you don't need to do this just haphazardly. Something that you need to have the expertise with, given that the quality of the nursery has, a knock-on, effect on the ultimate, production. So there you have it. Thank you so much. This has been yours truly, one Mr. Panuka from Panuka Farm. Until next time, ciao.